something else.
Mm.
2 different drugs, remember?
Yep.
And they studied them. Hey, it is what it is. This is what's in it.
Right.
Okay, I'm talking about biblical proportion stuff
It
here.
is.
You know what I mean?
It is. I keep saying it.
I remember when eating ants or crickets or something, it was a novelty.
Yeah.
You know, not a main source for protein, which they want us to do, by the way. Remember,
Oh, yeah.
this is the Agenda 2030 to get you to start eating bugs to replace your protein from red meat.
Agenda 2130. I've been saying it for a while.
Yeah, it's funny. Skullcram says CIA artificial skeeters. And that's actually 110,000% true.
Yeah.
We actually, I talked about this 3 years ago on the show with DARPA. DARPA's made a bunch of different insects to weaponize. Of course, it's to weaponize. You know, if we could develop good products for humankind the way and at the rate that we develop weapons of war through DARPA and other things, imagine how good the world could be.
I know.
You know what I mean?
It's so evil.
It could be psilocybin mushrooms. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't think, was it psilocybin? Maybe it was.
Might been.
It might have been. So, but anyways, a plane can't take off carrying the press corps of the President of the United States because cicadas infiltrated their engine.
Right.
I don't think it's the last time we've heard about this, to be completely honest with you. You know, where were the cicadas when, her and him had that meeting in Arizona on the tarmac? Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't, the names, they're slipping in my mind. All right, so what else you got, brother?
All right, I got McSkunky Stucky in a cup.
Ooh.
Yep. Old McSkunky.
I'm an old
stuck in a cup.
Okie from Muskogee.
Ontario police officer rescues skunk from McFlurry cup.
Ooh.
An Ontario Police Department said an officer dispensed some law and odor when he rescued a skunk with its head stuck in a McDonald's McFlurry cup. The Peel Regional Police shared a video of an officer coming to the rescue of a skunk spotted running in a road with a McFlurry cup stuck over its head. The officer donned a glove and carefully approached the skunk, which was apparently unable to see the officer. The footage shows the officer carefully remove the cup and run to avoid being sprayed by the animal. What do you get when a police officer and a skunk cross? Law and odor, the department joked. Your thoughts, Mr. Hans?
I was going to say, that sounds like a Dan joke for real.
I did, right?
So, I thought we'd go West Coast because we've been doing all these East Coast stories, right?
Yeah.
But, we don't want to forget about, our brothers and sisters out there on the East Coast, like Mr. Maynard.
Oh, I know.
And Pam. We don't want to forget about them.
Well, yeah.
There's some weird stuff going on out in, Fornia. Yeah. How about this one? I don't know why, but this one it kind of reminds me of what California is. California man wearing red cape arrested after smoking meth and breaking into home. I mean, if there's something that you would remind you of California, isn't that showbiz, like the red cape? Superman cometh high on meth, and we're going to break into your house and steal everything.
Wow.
A homeowner armed with a handgun convinced the intruder to leave before dialing 911.
I just want to know, did he have a black mask and a black cape? Is it the Hamburglar?
A California man wearing a red cape was arrested Monday night after smoking meth and breaking into a home. Eric Williden of Stockton broke into the home of a wheelchair-bound senior citizen before 9 p.m. and began acting erratically. You think so? You think, people smoking meth act erratically?
I don't see it happening.
The homeowner armed himself, and bravo to you. Thank you very much. And then called 911. They said, can you describe him? Steve, the 72-year-old man and retired fire captain. Yeah, pretty good sized guy in a red cape. And there's a picture of the guy. Yeah, it reminds me of Stockton. Did you ever watch Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah.
Okay. Stockton right there. Okay. Stockton. But that dude was not with the SOA. Just saying.
Right.
Okay. He was, scumbag central right there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what would have been really funny? This guy's breaking into this guy's house because, he's old, one.
Yeah.
And he's got something wrong with him. He's probably in a wheelchair. Yeah. So he's easy pickings, right?
Right.
Well, this guy happened to have the Second Amendment tool with him. And that guy didn't get away with it. Does that not make you feel good? A guy exercising his constitutional rights and then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does it make you feel good?
Yeah.
He said the intruder appeared to be confused. I'm telling you, I don't know what's worse, meth or heroin. Not sure.
I'm not sure. I think both of them are equal.
I was down in Branson one day, and we were doing a roof. This is years ago. And I stopped to get gas, and there was a guy and a gal. And you could tell this gal was like one of those, 18, 19, 20-year-old girls that was a hometown type girl. She was pretty at one time, but then she got methed out or heroined out. I don't know what it was. But they were sitting there making out while scratching themselves. Okay, like she had cuts and stuff all over her arms and, just from scratching so hard. So did he. And they just sat there and kept making out while the gas was pouring out over the top.
Yeah.
That's all I can say is, My mom says, we are not all crazy in Cali. Before we get to your next story, I want to stay on the California bandwagon. Do you mind?
Fine.
Okay. California man climbs inside farm equipment and gets trapped for 2 days. Also something I would imagine coming out of California.
Yeah.
You too, right?
Oh, yeah. Everything.
Okay. The man claimed he liked to take photos of engines of old farm equipment. Well, I actually think that's cool. You know what I mean?
That part's cool, yeah.
The California man was rescued Tuesday after getting stuck inside farm equipment at a vineyard for 2 days, according to authorities. Now, oh my gosh, could you imagine?
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
You never wander off.
Well, for 2 days, he had to be super thirsty. It says the unidentified man was found after the Sonoma County Sheriff's Office in Santa Rosa received a complaint earlier in the morning of a suspicious vehicle parked on private property in the city about 60 miles north of San Francisco. The deputy responded and located the vehicle, which was parked in a location that made no sense. A hat was also found resting on a nearby piece of farm equipment. The deputy went to investigate and found way more than a hat. The occupant of the vehicle had inexplicably decided to climb into the shaft of a vineyard fan and became completely stuck inside the shaft. He had been stuck there for 2 days.
Dang.
Now, I'm just saying,
Poor Dan Maynard.
This guy owes whoever called the cops on him a sixer.
Poor Dan Maynard, all I got to say. You read the comment, right?
I did not. What did he say?
Hey, I wasn't there for 2 days. It was 3, but I had wine to drink.
I'm just telling you, this guy's really lucky. And these stories, okay, there's a picture of him. How could you not have hyperventilated? And my other question is, where's his camera?
Yeah.
He was loving to take it. You know what I'm saying? Where's his camera? Why would you try to climb into that to get a picture? I don't know. Does it make any sense?
No.
Or I think he was probably hiding meth or something.
Got to be doing something.
He was doing something. First of all, does that look like old farm equipment? No.
And second of all, why does it look like he's got his drawers down?
Yeah, well, it does kind of look like that, don't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Stuck like that for 2 days. I think whatever he was doing, he'll probably never do again.
Might have been sweating balls, too.
I'm telling you, that's on the outside in California. Do you feel bad for the guy, or do you okay, yeah,
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't feel bad for him. He should have never wandered off and done something.
Well, I don't know. It's just weird. And I had to throw in some California stories because, like you said, we've been talking about Maine and
East Coast,
East
Canada,
Coast, and, the land of poisonous nuts just constantly.
I know. Badger in Ohio. Yeah. A slice above a Swiss ball.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we're going with this now. After we just saw it look like he had his pants down. Slice above a Swiss ball. Oh, my goodness. Man stands on Swiss ball. Slices 59 grapes to retake world records.
World records.
Yes.
59 grapes.
Yes. A pair of Idaho men, that's out west, by the way, whose Guinness World Record for using a samurai sword to slice through grapes was defeated by another team retook the record with a total of 59.
Ooh, grapes.
Yes.
Does it say what color the grapes were? Were they the big fat black ones? Were they the purple ones? Or the green?
I'm not sure yet, Hans. We have to get there.
Oh, you didn't even read the story, did you?
I did read it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I don't want to give none of the good details away. Okay. David Rush, who has broken more than 150 Guinness records to promote STEM education, stood on a Swiss ball and wielded the samurai sword, while neighbor Jonathan Hannon threw the grapes into the air. The pair originally set the record at 37, but they lost the record to another team that managed to reach 55. Hannon threw 66 grapes in the 1-minute time limit during their most recent attempt, and Rush managed to make contact with 60 of them, 59 of which counted toward the record. Your thoughts, Mr. Hans, on this record-setting grape performance?
Everybody's a record setter.
Yes. What a great performance.
I mean? Well, it's everybody's doing something, drinking, Capri Suns really fast, or, slicing grapes with samurai swords. And it never did say what color grapes it was, did they?
Yeah. We got LeBron James drinking wine and with cheese.
Okay, you go to the store, right? And my wife absolutely hates this.
What's that? I
go grab grapes. I'll be like, hey, I want this one here, and I'll grab one. I'll taste it, and I'll be like, okay, this is good, sweet,
Yeah.
And she's like, you can't do that. And I was like, you want to bet I just did? You know what I mean? Well, then my daughters are like, can I taste a grape? Well, of course you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you go up to the grapes. There's green, there's black, there's purple. What are you taking?
We'll take this purple one. You said wrong answer?
Yeah. The purple are good, but they're second place. The big, juicy black ones are my favorite.
Really? You like the...
Well, then the green ones can be, but very rarely.
Sometimes.
If the green ones are sweet, they're the best grapes there.
I don't like them when they're sour.
No, and that's usually what you get.
Yeah, sour
especially
grapes.
Up here because, it's a bunch of sour grapes.
The land of the sour grape.
I guess it's better than the land of poisonous nuts,
Right, yeah.
Listen to this. Skeletons are being brought together for an exhibit with Viking era warriors. Okay, I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Does it bother you a little bit that there could be 6'5" Viking warrior skeletons that by DNA are relatives and you're putting them in an exhibit together?
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
It's kind of creepy a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't it National Treasure where the skeletons came alive?
Yeah, in the movie, yeah.
So this story was on there, and they were talking about this, done by Jan Molson, which is, kind of a Nordic name itself. Copenhagen, Denmark, the skeletons of two related Viking-era men, one who died in central Denmark and the other who was killed in England during a massacre ordered by a king, are set to be reunited for an exhibition opening in Copenhagen this month. Now, I just got to say, history's going to look back on things like this.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree. I agree.
Well, and they're going to say,
what were they thinking?
These people put skeletons up to come and observe? I mean, I've been to the Museum of Natural History in Chicago.
Who does that? Somebody with skeletons in their closet?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, this exhibitionism, and there's many forms. You go to the Museum of Natural History, and they've dissected a human in plastic plates and